so welcome to episode number 4. Yeah, 4. First, second, yes, 4. Episode number 4 of the UDD spec build. I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way with a point and shoot camera because my friend who's normally helping me shoot today is not here. So we're gonna do this vlog style. Anyways, car is today on the lift, and that means only one thing. As I said in the last video, today this thing gets suspension. I see my cats have been sitting on the car. There you go. Anyways, that's digressing. We're going to set up suspension today. So what we're going to do is actually do suspension and brakes. Brakes are in there. I'm going to show you those in a bit. Suspension I'll show you first. I could have done lowering springs and the GTI struts like I did in the last Polo I have, or the NA Polo that I have, that I showed you guys earlier. But I thought we'd take this a step up. So I approached Cobra, the guys who do lowering springs, and Achintya, who is the distributor for Cobra in India, mentioned that they could do a set of coilovers for the car, which is great because then we have infinite adjustability on it. Oh look, the new UDD spec sticker. So if anybody wants one of these, reach out, I'll send you one. Very nice stickers, honestly. Achintya mentioned that they could do a set of coilovers, and frankly, since I've never run a set of coilovers on any car before, I said, why not? Let's do that. Let's have the best stuff that we can go on the car. So yeah, I believe this is only the second set or the third set that's come to India because they are prohibitively expensive. I'll put the costing details and I'll put Achintya's contact details in the description of the video below, so you can have a look at it. But for now, let's go and unbox the coilovers, which are somewhere in that room right there. And then we'll put the car up on the lift and start dismantling the whole suspension setup. Right, as you can see, we've got some brand new suspension to unbox. It's a hot day in Mumbai. Anyway, so nice big Cobra box. Let's take it off. First and foremost, a huge thank you to Achintya for sorting this out. I know that there were some issues because the war is going on and some delays and stuff, but huge shout out to the guy in Delhi. Absolute joy to work with, and I strongly suggest if you're getting Cobra lowering springs, get directly from him. Of course, there are people in every city that he supplies to also. So there we go. We've got springs in this, and we have, so I'm guessing these are fronts and then the rears, and then I don't know what these are. Maybe we should figure this out. You live and learn every day. Remember, nothing's taught from the womb. You live and learn every single day. And oh look, you know what, some really cool blue anodized blue for the car. What do you think, guys? As a color change on the car, blue. I'm not feeling it, but maybe another color. Let's see. That's a decision for video number 6. We're still on video number 4 or maybe 7. I don't know. Surprisingly, these springs are grey and not red. Cobra normally does red springs. These are grey. They're going to be subtle, so that's nice. And what's this? Oh, okay. So ball joints, tie rod ends, and the tool to actually adjust suspension. So like ride height and stuff. It's really good stuff. The fact that all of this is in the kit as is, and you don't have to go and sort out or get like OEM stuff just in case your OEM stuff in the car is worn out, is a really good thing. This is box number 1. I am going to cover this up again and put this down. I'll also put a price of what this costs on the screen right now, and we'll put a price in the comments. Sorry, not in the comments, in the descriptor, like a detailed price breakdown of everything that we put on the car. And this is box number 2, and this has the struts in it. So I'm guessing this is the fronts. Oops, box came apart. That's okay. Here are the fronts. Again, that blue anodized metal making an appearance. The adjustments. Look at this, some heavy duty stuff. Nice. And I'm going to figure out how low to go on this car because I don't want to go full race car only because we've got a daily drive. The whole point of this is ultimate daily drive. We're not going full slammed look on it, but we'll go low enough that we can actually drive it around Mumbai. And frankly, you can drive a lowered car around Mumbai. I've been doing it for years, so I'm used to it by now. So this is the fronts, and then these I'm guessing are the rear. Yep. Nice. So new shocks, and then of course all the hardware will go on to this. So let's get at it. Let's put this on and let's see how low to take it because that's the big question. Of course, we're also doing brakes, but brakes we will unbox a little later in the video. Chalo. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick comparison test between the stock stuff and the aftermarket front strut. The springs aren't on just yet, but the other way down. Right. Right. So, whole bunch of adjustability which the stock one doesn't have, and I'm guessing it's a little bit lighter also. Also, this will have a dual spring setup. So this spring, you know what? I'm gonna sit on the ground. Hold up, like the old-fashioned way. Right. So I'm guessing this spring will go somewhere like this, or maybe down below. I think this needs to be opened first, then the spring will go, and then there's a smaller spring which will go on top of this. So this way, which means it's like a dual level of damping that you get, two springs working in unison, and the damper itself which works, and of course that's adjustable. This is all the adjustment stuff below. So you've got a good, I don't know, you've got like a good 2.5 inches, almost 3 inches, 4 inches, 3.5 inches of adjustment that you can actually manage. We'll see how low we can go. We'll let Anant set it up because he knows these cars better than everybody else. But for now, I think at least let's install everything in and start putting the brakes on as well, because you need the brakes. We will need the brakes when we do the turbo upgrade eventually. I don't want to mess up all these new parts by fidgeting with them. So I'm going to let them be for now and let the guys who actually know what they're doing do what they're doing. But I have to say, okay, all of the quality on this is just like really top notch, like the paint finish. I know it doesn't really matter, but it matters to me when I'm putting stuff on, and all of the quality on this just seems like really, really high end and good quality stuff, like really high end stuff. Well worth the money. So the only thing that doesn't come with the kit is, I believe, the top mount, and for that top mount to come out, the whole strut has to be disassembled. So maybe a little feedback would be to have like a billet or some sort of built 3D printed, I don't know how they do it, top mount added to the kit. But of course, I'm guessing what they have done is to ensure that the stock stuff, the mounting points on the top, the mounts fit exactly as they are. So I think that's how they've not given that particular part. And of course, this is one of the trickiest things to do, remove a spring, one of the most dangerous things. I've actually once had, I've seen one spring pop off and whack somebody in the arm and almost break their arm in like 2 pieces. The tension on these is ridiculous, which is why it's something that has to be done very, very carefully by experts and not by somebody like me sitting at home. Okay, so the rear strut and spring are now on the car. So look, I mean, you got damping suspension, right? I'm guessing it's about 20 clicks and you can adjust it, which is nice because you can actually reach out and do it when you need to. Otherwise, you have to get like sort of into the shock absorber actually and do it. And you've got height adjustment on the bottom there as well. Look, So the rears are on. Fronts are proving to be slightly problematic, but I made a little bit of an error. Let's fix that. When we actually spoke about the struts in the front, I put the wrong spring on it. So I said this is the rear spring, but this is actually the front. So below is the helper spring there, and then the main spring here, and there's a little piece of plastic that comes in between. We're not going to use the India spec 10mm kit lift, whatever you want to call it, a spacer. I'm going to put it as it is. And then the top mount, which would go somewhere here on this, that's been giving a bit of an issue. So we just have to sort of machine it out just a little bit. So that's got the machine shop to get machined, and it will be back very, very soon. And then of course you use all the top rubber mounts, which are absolutely perfect in my case. So no point putting brand new ones. So we're going to put these later. But for now, that goes on once the little top part gets machined and comes back. Okay, while building cars, sometimes you run into small issues, and today we've run into one. Funnily, we thought we had the disc, the actual disc, front disc replacement by DBA in stock. Anant thought he had it in stock, but there's a slight error, and the one that was in stock wasn't actually for the Polo, it was something else. So while the plan today was to sort of do complete suspension bits, so front struts, rear struts, springs, the whole coilover setup basically, and the front brakes, and the lines, and the pads. We only have the lines and the pads in stock. The discs aren't in stock. I don't want to put brand new pads on the old disc. The old disc isn't perfect, so we can't do the brakes today. This video is only going to be about suspension, and we're going to obviously show at the end a nice roller shot of how the car looks on the road once it's ready. But yeah, a little bit of a hurdle, and also it's really hot. मेरा गांड फट रहा है, गोटी पिघल के निकल के आ गया था हाथ में. Literally, so much water, and I just washed my hands, but I actually got my hands dirty today after a while, so it feels nice today for a change. But yeah, suspension is now on. The big thing now is to adjust it. So Anant's going to come back down from his office, and then we're going to figure out how low we want to take it, because obviously the roads here are trash, but we do have some good roads. But I also don't want to bottom out the car everywhere. So we're going to figure out how low we can take it, and we're going to have like a nice stanced out car, but not go completely wild. So yeah, such is life. Another small thing that we've just run into, I just realized, I saw some dust on the top of the blow-off valve, little black mark. It's been rubbing against this cloth here, which is saggy. Maybe what we can do is get rid of this cloth and put some damping material under the bonnet, or get rid of the cloth and just leave it as it is, so it becomes louder. There's some rubbing here also. Look, you can see the marks that left behind. This is the intake, in sagging, and this is the blow-off valve rubbing here. And look, you can see the marks here as well. So that's something that needs to be addressed, and also I want to readdress this line, because it's right now there's an endem. I want to nicely route it so that it sort of follows the path of all of this. So I'll maybe open it up again from here, and then I'll reroute it with some nice tie clips in at least 3 or 4 positions. I just want it to be neat and clean looking. Must brainstorm on that.
Imagination.
Okay, so what a lot of people actually miss when they do suspension And this is a really cool thing that actually has been offered in the kit by Cobra are these sway bar linkages. Now, this is the stock linkage, um, 10, 12 mm maybe. And this is the aftermarket linkage they've offered. Nice and thick and heavier. Look at the difference. Like straight up better quality stuff. Now, essentially, when you drop the car, the distance between the mount point here and the linkage point here changes. So this is to adjust all of that. Now, if you have the stock ones, only a certain number of, certain amount of sort of leeway that you can get. But now with this, you can actually either take it higher, which is a longer linkage, and you got the ball joints on both sides, which we put on the car. So this is the lower one, this top one. We've not tightened it yet because we want to set it also. But basically, if you want to really go low, like super low, the distance between this point and this point obviously changes, right? So you can actually adjust it by putting a smaller linkage in between. This is the longer one. What we've put is the medium size one because we're not going super low. And again, in terms of the sheer quality of everything, this is hollow. I'm guessing this is also hollow inside. But in terms of sheer weight, sheer quality of everything, this is just so much more heavy duty as compared to what stock offers. And just better parts in general. So it's always a great thing to go and put updated parts. I fit. Always good to put updated parts, especially when you are messing around with suspension geometry. So this will need an alignment immediately after Anant finishes setting it up, just to sort of make sure everything is squared off. But otherwise, this stuff he's gonna set up here, the height, the adjustments here and all, because we're gonna have it low and a little comfortable. We're not gonna make it super stiff. Okay, so below the car for the first time, since we've taken it up. No leaks anywhere, which is good. No damage anywhere, which is also good. I can also have a look at the exhaust and I can design. This in my head, I can figure out what I want to do with it, because I don't want to make it loud, obviously, just generally now in life, but also figure out what I want to do with the cats, which should be decatted completely, which we put a race cat on it. It's something I'll have to figure out. Here. Car seems to be in really good condition from the bottom. It's really rust and it's great. For a car in Bombay, it's always a good sign. So you got, I think what we'll do is we'll do a delete on this. We just sort of straight pipe this and then we'll put like a muffler in the back. But what we'll do is, instead of doing like a cut and doing like the twin tips, which everybody does, we'll keep it stock and just let it drop down right here. Nice. See, what I'll also do is maybe do like a nice cleanup on the bottom here, just to get all the gunk out, because there is some gunk. Not too bad, but there is some gunk here. So maybe that is necessary. Okay, chalo, I think it's time to set up the suspension. The height adjustment for this is here. So let's see how low we can go in the front and the rear. I don't want to go super low, but I think normally you go about 20 and 25 mm or 25 and 35 mm. I think what we'll do is we'll do a 35 mm drop all around and see how low it sits. And then we'll figure out if we can go lower than that, or if we should go lower than that, or if we can stay higher or taller. Let's see. These setting knobs are nice. The damping setting right here, as I mentioned earlier. Look. That's really nice. That's a really good touch. I haven't seen this in a lot of cars, so that's a really good touch. Otherwise, all the plastics in place, nothing's cracked. It's always a great sign. I'm just worried that when I lower the car, I'm going to start scraping things like this. Chalo, dekhte hain. सब टाइट हुआ? No, it's going up now. Okay, so first set of adjustments have been done. Just tightening everything up before we put it down on the ground. We matched the exact stock height first to sort of get a baseline. And then I think we've dropped it by about 30 mm in the front and about 35 mm in the back, which is what normally people do when they do lowering spring. But in this case, obviously it's coilover, so you can adjust it, make it higher, taller, whatever. We'll put it down in a bit and show you what that looks like. Anant's busy on a call. But otherwise, I think just this lower linkage has to be tightened now. But these are looking good, and frankly, it was just so easy to install. Apart from a slight little glitch we sort of we got into with the top mount, the whole kit was like, I mean, you could literally do it in the span of an afternoon if you really knew what you were doing with suspension. Alone, like at home. Actually, not alone, with a friend. Okay, let's put it down and see how low this actually gets. So if you're wondering, we did that just so that the car settles down because it's a bump. So just if something's loose or something not rightly clicked in place, we've done that. Now Anant's measuring every corner to make sure everything is absolutely flat. A lot of people like a slightly inclined look, where the front is slightly lower, the back is slightly higher. I want it to be absolutely dead flat as a car. Maybe a little bit lower in the front, just a little bit, but nothing more than that. So let's just see what the measurements are, and then we can figure out if we should go lower or not, because I think there's still some little bit of space here where we can maybe go a little lower. Right now it's about this much, maybe like a finger and a half, maybe a little bit lower, maybe. Let's see. Let's leave it to Anant and let's get his opinion on it also. Rear's little lower than the fronts right now. No, I think the fronts can go a little down. I'll be more careful on the road. What else? What is the front right now? But the rears are both identical. Oh, but this is much higher than that one also. Huh? This is much higher. You're rolling all this, huh?
A little higher at the back.
No, drop the front.
Higher at the back.
Why? I don't mind it flat. Right now, what is it?
The gap is maybe almost 50.
So right now the fronts are anyways lower, no? I'm saying the front is anyways lower right now. Oh, this is front. Okay.
Now here is about 15 mm, here is about 7 mm.
So I'm saying get.
This I can take easily low by 7 mm. This is square. It's like a square.
No, I'm saying why don't we just match it to this?
I was thinking even 570.
Why don't we just make it square 568?
Something like this.
No, I'm saying let this be identical. Don't change this. I think this is looking good. I think that rear settled nicely. And they're both identical, no? No, I let it leave it.
No, only one.
Yeah. Oh, what is the point otherwise? But drop the fronts for sure. Let's drop the fronts to this, no? Oh yeah. Like okay, this is still okay. That is definitely too high.
No, that is going high anyway.
So basically, you want to make 575 everywhere.
No, it's
If we raise the rears,
520.
can we make it 575 everywhere? Then the rear will go up a little bit.
Yeah, that is better. हाँ राजू भाई, इसको है ना, इसको रहने दो।
ये perfect है अभी.
क्या रखो? इसको है ना, दूसरी साइड का, तीन डाउन का। आगे का हो जाए।
Check. Check. Just check no once with my weight in it. How much is it? Rear will also drop, no? That's fine. Let's leave 575 everywhere. Right now, what is the back? No, right now, what the back is? Currently, what is it? With my weight in it. Huh? How did it go up? Huh? So that's what I'm saying. No, now it's square, no? That's what I'm saying. Leave the rear. Just change that. That's okay. The fronts are low, no?
Fronts are higher.
Fronts are higher. Oh, fuck.
Where we should go a little more. Give it a break. So when you launch more, the front is going to get raised.
Huh.
So if you already know, then you lose traction in the front.
So I'm saying leave.
On acceleration low, the car will.
I'm saying honestly, leave. Hey, give him a mic first. But can you hear him? थोड़ा change कर दो. I'm saying, fuck that. Let's put the front down. He's refusing to do it. We don't have any bad roads in Bombay. What are you saying? All perfect roads, smooth butter. Haven't you seen? Okay. Leave this. Leave this. Let's raise this to 575 and drop this. That means we'll run a square setup no at the end of the day. I prefer it flat. Huh? Oh, I'm like, hey dude, there is a man selling clothes out of an Ertiga there. शर्ट चाहिए क्या तेरे को? चल ना शर्ट लेने को. Okay, my insistence didn't work. Anant got the best of me. I can't run it too low. Naughty boy if I do. So we are not chaining the front right. We're dropping the front left slightly because that was slightly higher, and the rears were too low because and with the initial drop I would have turned it. But now we will just raise that a little bit, about 7-8 mm, 10 mm, something like that. And then we'll get a square setup. So from the bottom of the wheel to the edge of the wheel well or the wheel fender is what we're measuring. So 575 mm right now is what that is. Eventually I will go lower, I promise. But for now this is what we'll set the car up at. Then we'll run the car first on the street, we'll see how it settles, and then we'll see if we go even lower than that. Mawa cake, fresh mawa cake. You know, the bakery right next to Anant's place. We come here and work, and every day, not every day, whenever we're here, I smell of from that bakery. It gives me a hard on. So today I decided to try the mawa cake. It's literally fresh bean, boss. It's hot, huh? You can't like put it in your mouth, I think.
Yeah, boy.
And you know, I love it. I love the fact that it's kadak on the top and naram on the inside. Not bad. Not great. First reaction was superb. Different type of market. First reaction was great, but a little more mawa is needed in this. But nobody, sorry I'm speaking with my mouth full. Nobody beats B. Mehrotra from 15 years ago. Boss, not possible. Easily 1 dozen a day I could eat. More than that maybe. Not bad. Not bad. Well, cake था.
95 में. आके नहीं खवाया.
तुझे भजन उठे?
आके नहीं खवाया.
हाँ? नती मिट्टू?
चार बेकरी में.
हाँ.
गरम काढ़ा. ये स्मेल है जमेर होती है.
मैं बेंचर. इतने दूँ गया. मैंने लागू के पाँव बना भी लिया. मैं वो अक्की डाली लेने खावा जैम वैम मंगाई ने. अनु. Let's get. Good. एकदम फ्रेश सीधा उस ट्रे में से निकला है. Just that we'll take slightly down. No, we'll match up then.
या फिर take this up.
No. Let's take it down. अरे इनफ से. अरे वो ऊपर से.
Rake looks nice. Little rake should give.
इसे पता कारा मानस तो लॉरो गुस्सा ने इतनी जगह से.
Sit
So then let it be. I'm saying let's measure it now. Bastard, I've not eaten anything the whole day. Apart from 1 burger, 4 nuggets, 1 bottle of Thumbs Up, 3 bottles of Maaza, 4 bottles of water, and 2 Mama cakes. French fries. So then don't fuck with it. So front left was 574, rear left was 574. We're looking at a square stance, right? Front right was 573, so slightly 1 mm lower, and rear right was 577. Now with me in the car, the rears have equalized, so that's now become 574. That's still 574, and now it's equalized. So basically, we've adjusted, or we've sort of figured out if I put myself in the car, which obviously I'll be mostly driving alone. Then now we are in an absolute square stance, with the exception of this being 1 mm lower, which is fine. 1 mm is okay, not a big deal. We can still adjust it little if we want to, really want to. But as of now, I think this is great because now it's properly square with me sitting in the car, not just when it is parked. Although when it's parked, you can't really make out because the difference is like some 2 mm or 3 mm. So I think we are low enough for now. But eventually, we will go lower. Yeah, actually, yeah. If worst case, I'll turn the knob a little bit if I feel like it. For like a week, I'll run this. Yeah, this is very comfy, huh?
The stock or sometimes goes like thud.
Comfy, huh? This is. Look. Even that. Fuck, again they are constructing something. What are they doing?
The tunnel from
Oh, it's from here or what? Ah,
Perfect road for us.
this is where we used to load all the cars to go for all the rallies and stuff.
We also rode here.
Yeah.
We get our cars here behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we parked here. Because there's one box speed breaker there. See how it is.
Yeah, I like this setup. It's
The English ones also very good.
yeah, it's just right. My wife will not know anything has changed. Ganta she'll come to know. I think she comes to know. If I change the car also sometimes she doesn't come to know. She's like, oh, this is the same car, no, that you had for so many months. I'm like, yeah, same car. Straight I'll go, let's see. Nothing. Ah, perfect. This is on the backside of Mazgaon Docks, no?
This freeway from here. Straight. Under the freeway.
Yeah,
Him sitting at the back is not touching is good.
yeah, not bad. What was this way? Little bit.
Something in the boot or
Probably something. It does little.
generally have 4 people sitting in the car.
Never. Zero chance. Like zero
Then
chance.
you not change the
No. It's me, wife, and little one.
Rare, no? It's not independent.
Huh.
The coil and separate, no?
We can go from here, no?
That strut and spring is separate, no?
Huh.
So it sits more. We saw it outside, no?
Yeah.
When you got in the car, no? The front didn't go down that much. The rear went down more. That's why the brake.
Yeah, this I like. Let's keep it at this for now. And then we'll see. Maybe a little bit. But I seriously think we can go down. I don't know, 10 mm or something more.
Let's settle down.
Hmm.
Well, coming back for the turbo, no?
Yeah, that we'll do.
Good road style, you have fun. Cornering
Huh.
bad road style.
Anyways, you can't go fast on bad roads. What is the point?
Right, comfort.
Yeah, surprising, no?
More like the KW. Export is well.
This fucking blow off wall is addictive, huh? Just for fun sometimes. Like,
Sound will go up.
we go from here or we'll go from straight only. Normally I cut across on that other signal.
Right. Under the bridge.
I think little spacers in the back, probably here. Small amount. Because the front definitely has more. What do you call it?
That touching the
The fender.
You know the better. More grip.
Okay, so we're done installing the suspension. We couldn't do the brakes as I mentioned. We didn't have the discs ready. The pads and the lines were ready. We'll do it in another video, I promise. But for now, there's been a lot of banter in this video, a lot of chit chat. We'll keep it long. We'll keep it long because I know some of you guys really like listening to the banter, listening to like the general chit chat and just the general sort of reality of it when we shoot. Yeah, so I would still like to go a little bit lower on the front, but we've made it a square setup right now with my weight into account when I sit in the driver's seat, being absolutely flat and square when I'm there. So that's always a good little anecdote. What I have realized though is before anything else, my car needs a desperate detail. Desperate detail is absolutely filthy because uh, Blur, the cat, has been running around here, and I'm guessing this is either the kittens. These are either the kittens or this is mommy cat. One of the two. I saw Blur sitting on the top of my car today. Blur is my building cat. We'll put a picture of him. But otherwise, yeah, I think it looks really cool. We just did a drive and it's really, really comfortable. So hats off genuinely to the guys at Cobra. They've made a really, really, really good suspension setup with these coilovers. They are expensive, but frankly, they're worth the money considering how much comfort you're getting and you're still getting the stance. So although the springs give you the stance, it doesn't give you the overall comfort and it sometimes becomes a little crashy, especially if you're on stock struts and not on upgraded struts. But this is great. This is what I wanted for this car. And I promise we will go lower in the future. Promise. Especially in the front. Okay, cut to montage because today is Saturday evening. Tomorrow Sunday morning I'm going to drive. I'm going to have somebody take some nice roller shots, some nice shots of the car, really cool shots of the car. So we'll put that there and we'll do an after and before side by side of how the car looks. Stock wheels and tires, stock suspension. Now how it looks with these wheels and tires and this suspension. Now I'm going to eat more maha cake. Stiff. क्या हंस रहा है? Child.